Hey Leo, my favorite. Are you my favorite? You know that you are. Don't watch the Scorpio. Don't watch the Scorpio videos because in the Scorpio videos, I lie to. I can't even say it. I lie to them and I tell them that they're my favorite, but really we know it's you. Aren't you everyone's favorite? I super enjoy you either way. So hey, let's see. How are you doing? You're here. You either have the sun in the sign of Leo or the moon in the sign of Leo. Perhaps you're a Leo rising, or maybe your south node is in the sign of Leo. And what happened for me was yesterday I was sort of minding my own business, doing my thing on a Sunday, finished up writing and participating with this group who writes letters to incarcerated people in the state of Oregon. And we are trying to reach everyone, so every person, and we're taking batches of people and writing them letters, connecting them with resources. The group is called Critical Resistance. And anyway, that was my weekend. I was working on my batch of letters, and at the conclusion of that, I think I'd already wrapped it up. I was hanging out in my room writing, and I was hit with this just like sudden impulse to begin channeling the celestial weather forecast as it relates to the experience we're all going to be having, and our various experiences, not that we'll all be having the same one, but our various experiences around the full moon in the sign of Aries, which is going down on Thursday. So Thursday at 2:05 p.m. Pacific time is when the moon will reach its ultimate fullness at 100%. And this energy to me is feeling quite invigorating and activating. I like it, and I think you might like it too. I think it might be good for fire signs in general. A nice use of the fire energy while we've had some sort of inflamed responses in places and some confusion. The Mars retrograde has been confusing for the way that fire signs use our life force to move through the world. I think this has been distinctly harder for Aries than it has been for Leo. And in fact, Sagittarius has been having a rough go of things because of the South Node in Sagittarius really awakening within them. Not even awakening within them. It's more like we're encountering, so this is happening with the collective, but those with a lot of Sagittarius energy, and maybe this is your experience if you have Sagittarius in your chart, is that your behavior, your choices, your words, who you're drawn to is creating a response or a situation, a dynamic wherein you are revisiting unresolved trauma. And it's being awakened to be worked out. And so that's been going on for everyone. Could have affected you. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think that lately you may have been having the easiest time out of all of the fire signs, especially because Venus was hanging out in your sign for a while, but she is moving out of there. Let's see. I think she'll be out of your sign by Friday or Saturday. So you may go through a period where you feel you're not going to know that you're missing the planet Venus. What you're going to know is that you're missing the blessings and the vibration, the frequency of the planet Venus and the gifts that she bestows upon us, right? So it's going to look like you're frustrated with your lover. It's going to look like you're not getting as much attention as you were last week. It may even be that, like, literally looking in the mirror, you don't look as good to yourself as you did last week. And like, what's the difference? What's happened here? So be on the lookout for that. But this week, enjoy the last of it. And using the energy that's left for you, the blessings of Venus being bestowed upon you, I think sort of coming to a culmination point with the full moon on Thursday evening to participate in some sort of either a full moon ritual or even some kind of experience where you're with someone one-on-one, Venus does really enjoy like relating one-on-one, and that would be one way to have an uplifting Venus experience, is to be together with someone, like a best friend or a lover. And then if that's not available to you, or if it just doesn't sound like what you actually want, I'm feeling an invitation to enjoying something beautiful and artistic. And I think that would be another wonderful way to experience it. Creative expression and connection to the arts feels very much like in the Leo wheelhouse, and a tremendous use of this energy. So let's see, what else do I have here for you? Lean into the expansive energy of the Aries full moon. You have a naturally generous and courageous heart. You may be feeling moved to participate in some kind of dynamic which allows for you to experience yourself as courageous or maybe even heroic. I don't know what that means. I wonder if more wants to come through on that. Let me get my handy crystal for channeling this kind of information, because it feels like a story that wants to be talked about. Oh, so does someone need your help? Feels like related to shelter. Shelter, money. Money could be the solution to a problem regarding shelter. Is there a repair that needs to be done? Wait, like a repair to a shelter? Looked like a roof. It does feel like if there's anything that's happening in your life that's related to a leak, or someone close to you that is experiencing potentially a leaky roof, to resolve that. That's coming through. And otherwise to just bring to your experiences this week, anyone that you interact with, bring courage and generosity. And I have this sense that like someone may literally say the words to you, "You're my hero." And I have a feeling that it's going to be really good, a really nice moment where you are acknowledged for the way that you showed up and contributed and made a difference. And you really deserve those accolades. I'd like to take a moment to just talk about some of the bullshit that happens with the zodiacs and like the different stereotypes. So one of the stereotypes about Leo is that Leo is self-centered and thus selfish, and it's really not true. The generous Leo heart has shown up in my life multiple times, and I have really experienced that to be true and to be warm and authentic. And then y'all can just get a bad rap. I just want to really acknowledge that you deserve to be acknowledged. The other thing that people might be focused on with you is that you want to be the center of attention. That may or may not be true. You are often willing to be seen and willing to share creative gifts with the world. We need that from you. You deserve to be acknowledged and applauded, but you also deserve to be acknowledged for the gifts that you bring that are not related to performance. And there's room for that too. I just wanted to put that out there. I feel like you really deserve accolades, and because people might assume that you're looking for them sometimes, they might deny that to you, and that's not fair because you bring a lot to the table, and we are really lucky to have you here. So let me just read the rest of these notes to you. So your ruler, the sun, is in the sign of Libra, which is in opposition to the moon on 10-1. So this energy is really coming through for you. It's affecting you. And it could feel lively, beautiful, and radiant. What a fantastic way to be. And it also may be touching on some socializing, which could feel really good to Leo, to get out, connect, and be seen. The advice that I have had for Libra is to connect, and doing so with authenticity and emotional vulnerability. I'm going to add here emotional availability, okay? This applies to you strongly as well. Getting the most out of this influence will come from keeping it real and being the most radiantly real form of you. That is really what we're craving. We don't need makeup. We don't need professionally styled hair. We need you. And I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for visiting me today. Love you. Bye.